welcome back to the show. You look fantastic.
Thank you. I'm sprouting an idea.
You have an idea. You know, I've known you for a little while now. We've kind of become kind of old friends.
Yeah.
I first met you as a writer and comedian, but I did not know that you do impressions. This is a new thing.
Oh, yes. So you've had a lot of guests that come here and they're like, oh, I can do this person. I can do it too.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this. How would we set it up? How would you?
Oh, yes. So I happen to have a list of of the impressions that I can do.
Okay.
I can't. Okay, so I can't do people.
Uh-huh.
I can, however, do colors.
Okay. So I'll name
Yes.
an impression and you'll do it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Orange.
Okay, so this is orange.
Okay.
Does that track?
Oh my gosh. That is so orange. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, it's so orange. Green.
Okay, so green is more like. You know, it's serene. It's serene.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple.
Oh, purple's good. Purple's like. But she's plotting something, you know? She's a little malevolent. She's a stepmother, purple.
She is purple. Oh. Yellow. This is fantastic. White. Black.
That one was controversial. They were like, oh.
Yeah, no one knows that. I've never seen that impression. Finally, beige. These are fantastic. Thank you very much for bringing these impressions.
Yeah.
I want to. I know that you grew up in El Salvador, but you, when you were growing up, were there performers that you looked up to there? Any people that?
Oh yeah, you know, I've done a little bit of acting, not a lot, and I feel like we all have acting role models.
Yeah.
I really like the performances that really stick with me are like WALL-E, the robot.
Yeah. That's someone you.
Yeah, I always like admire that performance. I'm sort of bummed that I haven't seen WALL-E book other
gigs.
Other gigs.
Yeah, that's true.
Like WALL-E and Oppenheimer or something. I think it would have.
Yeah, WALL-E only performed in that one movie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even Oscar nominated.
Yeah, gorgeous performance. Also, like Brave Little Toaster. Another great performance that I think got Best Supporting Actor.
But you were telling me backstage that you were inspired growing up by watching Daisy.
Oh, I also love Daisy Duck. Yeah. Yes. Daisy Duck.
Why did you like Daisy Duck?
I loved Daisy Duck. So Daisy Duck, wife of Donald. And I loved her because
Wife of Donald.
you know I think being married to Donald is a lot of emotional labor. It's a lot because he has a temper and it's like he makes everything about himself.
Yeah.
And so like the role of having to navigate that, but like give him space to like be himself. I don't know. It always felt like a very compelling.
For Daisy Duck.
For Daisy Duck.
Yeah, the wife of Donald Duck.
The unsung hero.
Yeah. You have a new show called Phantasmus. This is on Max. The show is getting incredible reviews. Do you mind if I read a couple of reviews? You can plug your ears if you want, but.
So these are good reviews that you're gonna read.
You're getting mostly 100%.
Imagine this.
I would never read. No. You're getting 100% great reviews. This
Okay.
is AV Club said Torres continues to prove he's one of our most astute storytellers working today. Bing. Hollywood Reporter says Julio Torres is a visionary. Oh, that gets a rat tail. That gets a rat tail, pat tail. This one says from the Daily Beast, Phantasmus is the best show on TV right now. Julio Torres is a genius. you wrote that for Daily Beast?
I wrote that. Yeah,
I mean, it's.
I'm a freelance TV critic.
Oh my God, you do a great job.
I mean, I'm booked and busy.
You're booked and busy.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Phantasmus? How did it come to be?
So the show is, if you've gathered from the little time that we spent with each other, it's a little hard to classify.
Yes.
It's
You
a little,
either get
it's
it
a
or you
little off.
But once you see it, you understand it.
Yeah, it's sort of like, it's like you just gotta let it. You don't ask too many questions and just let it be. You know, it's sort of like a waterfall. You don't ask why are you doing that. You know, it's or when is this gonna end? You just let it be.
Yeah, you don't ask that to a waterfall.
You don't ask it to a waterfall. But no, wait, you asked.
It's about kind of the show. You lose an earring.
Yes. So
show's
part of
about
the
a lost earring.
Part of the plot of the show
yeah.
is part of, like, it's not all of it.
No,
It's like,
a part of it.
Is I lose an earring, I lose a diamond earring, and the idea came about because New Year's Eve, 2019, I thought I'm going to treat myself to a fancy gift for me.
Yeah.
And I bought myself a little golden and diamond earring.
Yeah.
I took to a New Year's Eve party and I lost it immediately. And I spent the rest of the party trying to find the earring in the floor of the club, which if you haven't looked at the floor of a club, there's many stories are told in the affairs.
Yes. Affairs.
Indiscretions.
On the floor of a club.
Well, the evidence of misconduct is often on the floor of the
It's unbelievable.
and I was so mad that I lost it. That I got back in the car to go home, and I was like, I'm gonna pitch this and make it a show, and then they'll buy me an earring.
That's right, exactly right, yeah. When life gives you diamonds, make Diamondade.
Except they made a prop earring that's like not worth much, so yeah.
Well, I read somewhere.
But I
maybe
read
it
that
was.
you had a diamond for me.
Yes. It's hidden somewhere in the floor of the studio.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, great.
Yeah, you can look for it. It's really fun. Under one of the seats.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get a diamond, you get a diamond, you get a...
Wait, have you ever done that in the show?
Yes. What did we give out?
Not diamonds.
No. What did we ever give out? We give out, you know those foot measuring devices that you get when you go to a shoe store?
Yeah.
Those metal ones?
Yeah.
We gave those out one night.
Wow.
That's a pretty
So
big deal.
everyone knows the size of their feet.
That's correct.
That's beautiful.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
It was the same reaction.
Yeah. They were like,
Everyone's like, what do we get a foot measuring device? Do you remember that? What was it called? Like Branford or something? Oh, Brannock?
I will say that
Brannock foot measuring device.
that's because most people know the size of their shoe.
Dude, I'm about to blow your mind.
Okay.
I don't think you do. I think they're
Okay.
both feet. Your feet are different sizes.
Okay. But given the fact that I've been wearing shoes comfortably my whole life, isn't that a little, like, irrelevant?
That's what makes my trick even greater.
So wait, you buy different? Okay, sorry.
No, I don't.
You buy different size shoes for each feet?
Nope.
No?
One suffers while the other
Okay.
lives.
So the audience leaves with this knowledge, and that's the gift.
The gift is, it more is for that tight foot.
Uh-huh.
You know,
But you're just diagnosing a problem, you're not offering a solution.
which foot do you think is the tightest on which of your feet?
I think maybe my right might be a little tighter.
Right?
Yeah.
So the right foot, if we measure your shoe, I think you should go a half step up.
Okay. See, when Oprah did it, she was like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
No,
And
this
we
is
were
the
very
whole thing.
excited.
We have measuring? Do you have a measuring tape? Oh, you have a foot measuring device.
It's
Are
coming.
you serious? From what year did we give it out? Like that? 2011, yeah.
Wow, it's archival.
Yeah, that's it. This is actually here. We have one here. Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry. So this was the
Yeah.
really fun gift that you gave the audience.
Yeah. This is the Brannock foot measuring device. We gave it away in 2011.
Is this your company?
No, I have no connection. I just want to say we're not any lawyers or anything. I have no connection. I don't work with Brannock, the foot measuring device. But this is the right heel and left heel. What size do you think that you are? Again, this is not. I've never met you before, right?
Okay, no. We've never met.
We've never met.
I am a 9.5.
All right, I'm gonna write this down. You're at 9.5.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. This is you're great at games and parties.
Yep.
I bet. Okay, I'm a 9.5.
All right, 9.5.
Okay.
All right, now watch this. This is my guess.
You think I'm a 10? Okay.
Yeah, in many ways, I think you're a 10. But
Okay.
what would you like to just try this?
Oh, wait. So I just got that. Yeah, I think.
Left heel, your left heel. Do you mind taking your
No.
shoes off and just?
Yeah.
And you have to stand up, I believe.
Okay.
Yep. All right, here we go. How does this work? Oh, this goes by that ball. So I would say,
Okay.
I don't know how this works. Oh, you look like exactly a 9.5. That's weird. Can you see it? Can you see it? No, exactly. You're exactly 9.5. But this is your non-tight foot. Let's try it. Let's see what's on your right heel.
Okay.
Get ready. Your mind's gonna be blown.
He's not satisfied,
You think
okay.
it's less than
Okay.
9.5? You think it's less than 9.5?
I think, Jimmy, I think it's a 9.5, and that's okay.
Both feet.
I think so, yeah.
But get ready, bud.
Okay.
This is a good. No, this is good. Right
Okay.
heel's there. Yep.
Okay.
Stand up straight.
I'm not cheating.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
It's around a 9.5.
Wow.
I mean,
Do you think that when your next milestone the show is celebrating, and you do a supercut of the greatest moments of the show, do you think
9.5, 10 will make it?
9.5, 10 will be? Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
I think Jimmy, this moment is gonna break the internet.
I don't think. I don't think this moment is gonna make it to air.
But we enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it, right? We all experienced it and enjoyed it.
Yes.
I'll go out for something you said earlier.
Okay, great.
Yeah, perfect. Here we go. All right,
Yeah.
great. Well, I want to show a clip. Here's Julio Torres in Phantasmus. Take a look.
Julio, did you get an apartment?
No, of course I didn't get the apartment. Everyone's asking for the thing.
Is your password still Soy Donnie Darko? I know everything.
So this is it. It's just like a website that I fill out.
I believe so.
But they're asking for stuff that like, how would I even like, first name, last name?
You know this, baby.
Come on. There's nobody in the world like Julio Torres. Watch all the episodes of Phantasmus. It's streaming right now on Max. Pete Yorn performed for us after the break. Stick around, everybody.